Don't confuse movement with progress. How often are we busy? How often are we moving around? How often are we're going from place to place, thing to thing? But are we really progressing? Are we really headed in the direction that we want our lives to go? It's a big question. These are just things for you to think about. These are things for you to apply in your own life and figure out like, hey, am I really just moving or am I progressing? Am I heading in the right direction? Am I taking steps in the right direction? It's important stuff. Two things that are needed: discipline and consistency. Discipline and consistency to go after the life you want. Remember, the reason you guys are on this call is because there's something else that you want. You want to attain something else. You want to design a life that you don't need a break from. You want to design your ideal life, the highest, grandest vision of yourself and your life. So these are some of the things that it takes. It takes the discipline. It takes the consistency. It takes you continuing to do something. That other saying that he said, I wrote down: without commitment, you'll never start. Without consistency, you'll never finish. Without commitment, you'll never start. So making a commitment to do something, making that decision, because that's all commitment is it's a decision. And if we're not good at making decisions and sticking to our decisions, we never get to where we want to go. But that's what it takes. It takes the commitment first off to say, hey, I'm going to get better in my health. I'm going to run this business properly. I'm going to fix my finances. I'm going to fix that relationship with my spouse, with my parents, with my child, whatever it is. It's a decision, a commitment. And then you need the consistency of doing it. It's the consistency that many of us fall off. Many of us do something for a little bit of time. Life happens. We fall off. We stop being consistent at that thing. We have some type of hiccup, financial hiccup, relational hiccup in our life. And so the commitment that we made falls to the wayside and we're not consistent with it. So we got to make sure those things are present in our life. Those are the things that we're actively working on in order to design that ideal life. Now, Denzel's a great, you guys know, he's actor, but at the end of the day, right, motivational, has learned a lot of life lessons. He's a creative. And so in our text, this is the text 177, Mental Toughness Secrets of the World Class. It says champions evolve from competing to creating. This is always interesting to talk about this side of things because it dives right into that, what he talked about, taking chances, taking a risk, and then going after the things that we want. But you're getting to a place where you are now creating, and it creates opportunities for you. It creates opportunities for other people. And that goes to what he was saying as far as the feeling you get by helping others. He said the most selfish thing you can do is help somebody else because of the feeling you get from helping somebody else. That's the key. How much are we creating? How much time are we spending creating to go serve, to go help somebody else? Here's what it says in the text. It says, average performers live their lives in first gear, resisting change and avoiding risk. The masses have the same talent and opportunity as the world class, yet they choose to play it safe to avoid the pain of failure and the agony of temporary defeat. At Mental Toughness University, we have a scale called the 5 levels of mental toughness, which is a tool to help people determine what level they are performing. The first level is called playing not to lose. Playing not to lose, which is doing just enough to avoid getting fired. The next level up is playing to cruise, which is mentally cruising through the job without really engaging in any serious thought. The next level is playing to improve, which is when performers begin to actively engage their thoughts and feelings in the task at hand, attempting to get better. The level above this is playing to compete, which is when performers begin to believe they are capable of beating out their competition and being the best. The level of this level is primarily ego-driven, where winning is the main objective. Performers operating at this level often become very successful and powerful, but are sometimes left with a hollowing feeling of, is this all there is? The highest level of playing to win, which occurs when the performer moves from competition to creation, when the primary goal is to be the best they can be. Knowing that creativity and fear cannot coexist, these people are competing only with themselves with the objective of being better today than they were yesterday. The playing to win philosophy is rooted in a spirit-based consciousness operating from thoughts of love and abundance. Fear and scarcity have no place at this level of thinking. These performers are fearlessly seeking what Dr. Abraham Maslow referred to as self-actualization, or becoming all that one has the potential to become. The most powerful belief performers operating at this level possess is that they cannot fail. They can only learn and grow. With their potential in front of them and their fear behind them, champions are able to move beyond the boundaries of competition and create what the masses believe is impossible. Let's look at the diagram. Here's exactly what he explained. Bottom level, playing not to lose. Playing not to lose. How many people in our lives, hopefully none of us, are just playing not to lose? You're at the job, you do just enough so you don't get fired. It's funny about jobs, though, that's the actual relationship between the employer and the employee. The employer pays you just enough so you don't quit, and the employee works just hard enough so they don't get fired. That's the relationship of most employees and employers. However, you taking control of your life, are you just playing to not lose, to not get fired, to have just enough, just to not, right, have the worst thing happen to you or have some type of consequence? Hopefully not. But there's people out there that are playing at that level. We got to recognize and identify it. The next level up is playing to cruise. As long as I can perform, I can just cruise. These are the people at jobs. I talk to a lot of people. They're always like, it's easy money. Why do you work at this job? It's easy money. Really? So because you don't have to do a lot of work. So you just cruise through everything. But guess what? How you do one thing is how you do everything. So most of the people that just cruise through their job, they just cruise through the weekend too. They just cruise through their late night too. Everything is they're just on cruise mode because they're making easy money. Now they're just like, well, I could just cruise through life. But you see, that's the second lowest level of this hierarchy here, playing to just cruise. That next level up is when we really start to push ourselves a bit more. It's playing to improve. The thought is, maybe I can accomplish more than I thought. Maybe I am better than I think I am. Now I'm thinking that I can improve. Now I'm believing, you know what? I think this is possible. It says belief-altering events. A belief-altering event occurs, triggering a new thought process. Something happens in your life. You get a raise. Something happens in the business. You make a bit more money than you thought you did. You saw a real shift in your health. You said, hey, I'm going to go to the gym for a month, and then something happened and you lost 15 pounds. You felt better. You're like, man, maybe I could get better in my health. Maybe I actually could succeed in that area. This is where many people sit. You know that there's improvement that could happen, but you're just getting yourself to believe that it's possible. You're just starting to believe that it's possible. And what do we say? You change your thinking, you change your life. So that belief is changing your thinking. So now you are having the ability, or you believe you have the ability to change your life. That's where many people sit. And now we keep improving. Once we have that idea, now we keep improving. The next level is playing to compete. I think I can be the best. I realized I'm really good at this job that I'm doing. I'm really good at this business. I'm really good with people. You've tapped into a talent. You've tapped into something that innately is you're good at. So now you really start believing, you know what? I could win. I could really win here. I could really win doing this. Man, I could really be in the best shape of my life. If I put in these habits, now that I'm seeing myself do this, I can really make this happen. It says a new success expands the belief system. So you find new success in something, in some area, and it changed your belief system. Now your belief system is so much greater. Now you're at that Denzel stage where he says, you're dreaming big. You're dreaming big. You're not thinking about, oh, you know what? I can just get by. I can just cruise through this thing. That now your thought is, man, I could win this whole thing. I could be the best at this thing. But you're still competing. You're looking at other people. You have models. You're like, you know what? I can be better than that person. Man, I can be a better father than my father was, right? You start competing, but your belief system has expanded. Now, it says here, a lot of this is ego driven, right? It's the ego in us that plays to compete a lot of times. But that next level up is playing to win. Playing to win. Here's what the person that's playing to win is saying to themselves. I cannot fail. I can only learn and grow. The only person I'm competing with is myself. I no longer feel fear because it's impossible for me to lose. I feel so grateful just to have an opportunity to be the best I can be. I see my performance as the primary catalyst for my self-actualization. I don't have to be who I've always been. I learn, I grow, and that's how I win. That's what playing to win sounds like. I can't fail. Fear has no place in this spot for me. I am not fearful. I'm playing to be the best version of myself. So if I fail, I'm failing forward. Like Denzel said, if I fail, I'm failing forward. I'm getting better every time I try something, I test something, I'm learning something about me, and it doesn't work out the way that I thought it would. I just learn. I learned something. Now I'm growing. Now I'm moving and progressing in the direction of playing to win. The only person I'm competing with is myself. I'm not competing with anybody else. I know that if I become the best version of myself, my life, I will have my ideal life. I will be able to impact people. I'll be able to impact my life. All I can do is learn and grow. All I can do is learn and grow. That's where we strive to be, ladies and gentlemen, knowing that there are no failures. You are just learning and growing. You have a long way to go in this life. Granted, right? There's always tragedy and things that happen, right? There's always some pessimistic person that's like, people get hit by a bus every day, right? Like, sure, absolutely, right? But this is a long road. So the question is, are you playing to win? Do you believe you can't fail? Are you trying new things? Are you gaining new skill sets? Are you grateful to have an opportunity to be the best you can be? Or are we playing at a lower level? Are we just playing to compete? Are we playing to improve? Are you just cruising through life? Are you cruising? Are you playing to just not lose, to not get fired, to just have enough? Ladies and gentlemen, we gotta play to win. The people that want to design their ideal life, you want the life you don't need to break from. You want that up there, the thing that you see, you got to play to win. You got to put yourself in positions to know that you are going to win. It says here, an event awakens the performer and triggers inner wisdom. The performer starts to see his or her performance as a game in which there's no way to lose. You're just getting better. You're just growing. Performer is driven by spirit instead of ego, devoid of pretense and totally focused. Fear does not exist at this level. Fear does not exist at this level. So understand, ladies and gentlemen, if you are playing to win, you cannot have that fear in your life, navigating your life. Those two things cannot coexist. So today, make sure that you are identifying what level you're playing at. And if you're not yet playing to win, figure out where you are playing. And then let's level up. Let's get to the next level. If you're playing to improve, let's level up. Let's start competing if that's the case. Let's start saying, you know what? I can be the best at this thing. If you're already playing just whatever I was saying, whatever. We got to play to win. We got to play to win, y'all. That's the key. We got to play to win. I love you guys. For real. I want y'all to win. I want y'all to win in life. You deserve it. Your families deserve to win. People are counting on you to win. People are counting on you to take in this information because they don't have it, because they're not getting it. You have to take it in, you have to apply it, and you have to go out and become the best version of yourself. We all have areas that we have to improve. We all have areas that we want to get better. Every single day, you are making progress towards that best version of yourself, and watch your life change, ladies and gentlemen. Keep inviting people, send people. They need to hear this message. They need to hear this message. If you send this to them and they don't jump on, they're just not ready to receive the message. It's okay. But people need to hear this. People need to start their day off in the right way. People need the mindset. That's what they need. You guys keep showing up. Proud of you for staying faithful to this. Proud of you for continuing to show up and be consistent every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're jumping on and we're starting our day in the right way because we need it. It's too crowded down here at the bottom, y'all. It's time to get to the top.